Disciples of the fluffy slippers, let's do a PulseChain update. I'm going to give you the quick summary. I've gone through all the ratios. Nothing is out of whack. There is no state of emergency. It's only the USD prices, and I'm going to explain what that means. I've been trading for over 10 years, investing inside out, left down. Let's go. Okay, so prices suck. Look, friends, you're not going to make it if you can't accept reality. Just accept that we're wrecked and laugh. The irony. We waited 2 years. This is what we get. It's okay. I was in your position too. You want to yell at someone. It's all right. You want me to be the punching bag? Send it somewhere else, okay? Because I need a punching bag too. It's all right, man. I've seen this time and time again. When you zoom in, because we don't know what's going to come tomorrow or the next week or the next month, it looks painful. I want you to know right now, the only people who are actually losing money in PulseChain are the crumpled slipper noobs who are sinners. What's a sinner? Somebody who charts in USD. Somebody who charts in USD, you can see that everything is down against US dollars. There's limited liquidity. If you go look at the ratios, it will actually tell you the truth of the people within the system, okay? So I've even got to explain it here. If you chart all the Pulse and PulseX spreads, you'll see everything is fine. And I'm going to show them for you. I've done the homework here for you. And I'm just letting you know, if there was a life-changing trade, I would have made a video about it. I'm not going to catch all of them, but I'll let you know. And it would be pretty obvious. It would be someone big capitulating out of something. So people are selling down PulseX, down minus 80%, minus 85%, minus 89% I'm seeing. They are actually selling it down to get the limited die in. Now, the bridge, we've just been told the bridge is actually live. And I have it here for you. So the PulseChain bridge is transacting again. Richard made an update saying you can do about 100 transactions. I'm not sure, maybe that's per block, but there's actually starting again. If they try to do more, it breaks. So they're doing more solutions, but money's coming in. I mean, look at this. Look at these people. I know they didn't know it was going to break, but you had one chance to deposit and you make 600% free money, 6x your money. And look, they only did $40. This person's going to be fuming. If they try to bridge again, they're going to wait 40 hours. This person under them, look at this. This person, $2,000, that's a free 6x for them. Very unfortunate for us that they get all this free money, but it is what it is, right? This person put in, they get to buy all the cheap prices. I'm going to show you what that means later on. So the bridge is working again. They're making more. Okay, so if you're selling down everything, you're getting destroyed. So I kept telling you, PulseX to Pulse ratio, okay? So PLSX to PLS, you have to always watch this ratio. I always want to know what this ratio is doing. This is my risk on or risk off. Are we doing heaps of DEX volume? That's like an economy and a city. Is the GDP going up? Is there a lot of transactions going up? This thing will get people bullish. It's going up. If it goes down, it's bearish. Have you noticed something here? This is not the ratio of a dying spread. This is absolutely not. I want to show you what dying is, okay? I'm going to show you the Uni ETH chart. You're going to see what actual dying is. And this is very important. You get to witness it right now. So this is a log chart. We put a linear chart. You get to see it right now. By the way, this is from 2022. You can go have a look at these previous ones. There you go. This one's on OKEX. That looks dying. Do you see the difference now? This was a 2021 bull market. This is the bear market. It dropped. Big farty poopy downstairs, minus 87%. So you can see this is disgusting. But because someone who may or may not have a beak and feathers and likes to swim in a pond, somebody may or may not have timed the launch so that all me and you see is this. We only see this part of the ratio. Isn't that great? You get to zoom in. We're like, yay, we're not dying. Really, we are dying. We're kind of dead compared to what we could have been, but it's relative. You know, it's relative. You never got to witness the euphoric highs because we delayed the launch. I hope this kind of makes sense now. Look, this is the only thing we see. This is literally, I'm going to actually zoom into a daily chart. This is the only thing we see in our PulseX to Pulse ratio. Imagine you were just looking at this every day. This is the daily chart. You're like, oh, it's holding up. You see what I mean? Which implies maybe PulseX goes a lot higher than we think, right? If this is the most bearish scenario. So aren't you glad? Please, baby dolls, like, subscribe, bell button, or I do all of this for free. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm absolutely thrashed with messages, friends. Thrashed, okay? We're getting through this as fast as we can. So, PulseX to Pulse, this should be your heartbeat. This is your actual heartbeat. If this is going up, you think risk on. This is going down, risk off. I have the box here of friendship, where if it gets super, super cheap, if people want to give away diamonds for pennies here, then we're going to convert PLS into PulseX here. So, to reiterate, let's go through again. Okay, so I've been looking at all the PulseChain ratios, and they're all in line perfectly. These charts are, these are the ones I'm going to show you. Hex to PulseX, Hex to Pulse, PulseX to Pulse. I know there's a lot of these ratios. You're like, what's going on? It's okay. All you're looking for is to see, did anybody puke somewhere? Is there a big paper hand who has lost the plot? And unfortunately, there isn't. So you might say, what do you mean unfortunately? Yes, I want somebody to get absolutely demolished. Do you know why? Because I want to get in and I want to tell you guys and make a video. I go, hey man, you can make like 400% on your Pulse or your PulseX if you're one of the lucky ones to come in and you did the Pulse sacrifice. That would be fantastic, yes. But unfortunately, there isn't. So we're gonna have to see what comes next. So the only thing out of whack is USD prices, and USD is a spear. Okay, Pulse and PulseX spears will drag everything up. So as I explained to you briefly before, we're gonna have a look at these, right? So there's no golden ratio. So let's look at what we're actually looking for. So I just told you nothing's out of whack. You can see how this is blocky, like it's fair value. This is nothing, okay? And you might say, oh, but it went up to this top of the range. That's nothing, man. This is like what, plus 20% or whatever. If you just draw like a middle line, like who the hell cares? You know, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. This is not anything you want to see for value. You're punting here. You're literally punting. There is no obvious opportunity here. You can't do anything. There are others as well. Here we go. The next one, we got PulseX. The Pulse is the one I just showed you as well. This is, unfortunately, this is also doing nothing, right? So, like, you want these opportunities to exist because then that means you can crush it, right? So this is Hex to Pulse. We've got Hex to PulseX here. You see, they're all the same. Nothing has gone out of whack. If you want to see these, you go to dexscreener.com, right? Dexscreener.com and then /PulseChain. And you have to see up here, it says switch to USD pricing. I clicked that. So when I looked at it, it was switch to PLS. So we're looking at most stuff. You want to look at this box, you want to press it, and you'll be able to get whatever the ratio is showing. Okay, because by default, it's going to show you USD prices. That's what the default is going to show you. It even shows you here. So you can see Hex is half a cent, 0.005 cent. This is the price in USD. It actually tells you here, right? That's the price and ratio. So these things might get lost in time because no one's really going to care about them later. And they're going to be super duper 12 to 18 month long things, and they won't be as exciting anymore. Okay. So here's the reality of the situation right now, right? So we're continuing with the updates. So even with 80% slippage, the first $2.5 million US of buyers of PulseX or Pulse or Hex, they're going to give you cheaper than day one sacrifice. That is the reality of it. I know 99% of us, we're strong. We've got our fluffy slippers. Your posture is very straight. Okay. And your elbows are pointy. But there are a few people that are just weak. You're not going to make it in this game if you're weak. If you get upset that someone else is posting a picture of a chart of your status, then you have absolutely nothing to do with crypto and investing in the first place, okay? That's like you break your leg, you go to the hospital, okay, and then they say, well, it looks pretty bad. I don't want to do an x-ray on your leg. And you say, what do you mean you want to do an x-ray? My freaking leg's broken. They go, no, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Okay, you can't live in this world, all right? Yes, our bones are broken. We're getting an x-ray. We're going to mend it. And by mending it, we just do nothing. Isn't that beautiful? So there will be people who get to beat us. I'm sorry. It's the truth. This is just welcome to reality. You know, some people win the lottery. That's it. So if your transaction successfully lets you into the Pulse chain, so if you use pulseramp.com and you are one of the first people in the queue, because it's $33 million there, you will be able to buy cheaper than us, and it will just go up, hopefully, in a straight line, like just like this. The first, as everyone starts to come in, okay? But it's no guarantee. I'm telling you now, there are people, they might be just scared. They want to take out at sacrifice, below sacrifice. They just want to take a loss. Those types of things are possible, okay? But you'd kind of think this is why I'm very bullish. I just showed you all the ratios. The ratios were all like this. So no one out there is panicking really, even with minus 90% prices. That's what you want to see. The psychology of everyone is no one really has lost faith in Pulse or PulseX or Hex or anything individually, okay? So it is, yes, it is still sad to see, hey man, like you waited 2 years with me, whoop-de-doo. What can we do, friends? What can we do? I can only tell you this, okay, from the bottom of my heart. I've been in markets so many years, they give you the complete extremes of complete disappointment and euphoria. You get both, I promise you. And even in bull markets and markets going up, you will still get disappointment. Disappointment is everywhere. You have to take these punches on the chin and you just got to fight back. If you don't, you're not going to make it because this is going to get worse. There's going to be more black swans in the future. Something else is going to blow up in crypto elsewhere. It's going to give you panic attacks. It's not going to stop, man. This is where all the money is. This is unfortunately just the reality of it. It's not really unfortunate. This is, if you want to make money, this is where it is, okay? You don't want to be in the safe grounds. So this is very interesting. Okay, more updates for you. So PLS. So this is what as well while I'm bullish, okay? So PLS Pulse. It's now listed on a centralized exchange. I'm not even going to tell you the name. It's one of I think it's like a very new kind of thin one. Okay, it is 2x above. That's right, 2x above sacrifice price. Yes. On Uniswap, so if you bridged Ethereum into Ethereum, so if you went from PulseChain, you bridge your PulseChain out, that wrapped PulseChain sitting on Uniswap, on the Ethereum chain, it is 2.5x above sacrifice as well. So there's 2.5x and there's 2x above sacrifice. But on PulseChain itself, where no one can get in, PLS is minus 65% below it. Okay, so I even have the charts here to show you. Okay, so you can see up here, you can see here, 19500, that's about 2x the price. That's on this X, the CEX. This is about 2600. Okay, you can see the units at the end. But now I'm going to show you what it is on the... Now I can show you what the PulseChain one looks like. You can see, luckily, look at this attention to detail for you. Day one sack. I know a lot of you all love sacks, and you get to see it here live, sinking, minus 53%. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. This is okay. Okay, get used to it. You know that even at the top of bull markets where you think everything's euphoric, you know as soon as the candles stop, right, and they go a bit down, you're going to see minus 30% everywhere. I'm not joking. Everything is going to be a minus 30%. You won't know anything stopped until it's minus 30%. That's how volatile things are. So just start to get used to this. Over time, you get to see that none of it really matters. Now you know why I keep saying end of 2025. I've been telling you this time and time again. I hope you're having this eureka moment. You're like, wow, you really are, my friend. Thank you for telling me to just forget 2022, forget 2023, forget 2024. Yes, I am saying that. I'm not here to deal you hopium. My targets are real, but they ain't coming anytime soon, baby. So, hope I make this clear. You can see PLS. Hopefully, this adjusts, right? Because, again, I mentioned to you why this makes me bullish on the centralized exchanges. It's because of this, okay? I initially thought that because people couldn't get into PulseChain, okay, I thought they were going to, now, one here is the Ethereum one, the Uniswap one. I thought people were only buying this because they did not know that when you moved wrapped Pulse into PulseChain, it costs money to unwrap it. I believe a lot of people didn't know that. I thought that people generally thought if you buy the wrapped Pulse and you bring it to PulseChain, you can then transact, which is what they wanted. They wanted enough gas. But you figure out, oh my God, I need gas to unwrap it when I get there. So you're stuck again if you finally do get in. But what I've seen is this has done volume. Okay, this has done volume. I checked it. It done like $1.4 million of volume. It's even done more now. So this is actually people buying. I thought it was just people throwing in $100 for the gas. Nope, it's actually people buying. It's people actually just going, just give me it, whatever. This might be an insight into where the fair value price is once the liquidity comes in. Maybe it's, I hope it's not this, but it might be this, right? So maybe it's PulseChain is 3x above sacrifice, and then PulseX is still minus 25% below. I think a lot of people, we can deal with that. That still sucks because your 2 years really meant nothing. People can just come and buy in the open market. But hey, it's better than minus 90%. So easy come, easy go. All right, so this is another unfortunate reality. And you got to deal with this. You got to deal with this. Happens, okay? This happens. So in 2021, sacrifice rank 9840. This person put in $10,000 into PulseX. 10K. They received 123 million PulseX. Okay? But now if you put in 10K, you don't get 123 million. You get 747 million PulseX. Okay, yes, this is true. I know a lot of people are crying, saying, no, liquidity. Habib, this is the Uniswap field. Even with the price impact, by the way, $10,000 here has no price impact. It's only 1.8%, which is still actually giant for something this big, right? 1.8%, but it's true. These people, whoever gets to get in first, yes, they get to buy way bigger than us. And yes, it's unfortunate. Just suck it up, man. Life isn't fair. Yes, we waited 2 years. Yes, we put this sacrifice. Yeah, it's not going to go perfect. It is what it is, you know. Some people, they're going to drive today, and it's going to be their last time in a car. It might even be their last time on Earth. That's the unfortunate situation that we have to just accept. There's a risk with everything, right? There are men out there, they're going to work today, kiss their wives goodbye, they might not make it home. Maybe they're going to pass away at work. Unfortunate situations happen. So we just have to accept this, okay? We all want to cry, but you got to come out stronger. You got to come out flexing. So you can have some tearies, but just do some push-ups after. Balance it out. So yes, this person can get a 6x bigger bag. And I've done the maths of how much you can actually get total, right? It was 2.5 million. So we're all praying, of course, that our PulseChain bridge clogging ends soon. And like I said, they're starting up again. It's only 100 transactions per block or whatever it is. So it is coming in. It's whoever comes in, right? You never know. Maybe there's someone who's putting in 300K in one clip. And then once their transaction gets in, they just literally launch everything with that one 300K clip. That's possible. Okay, because it won't just be everybody doing $1,000, $500. There is going to be a big whale eventually in one of these early parts. Okay, so continuing as well. Like I mentioned to you, the PulseX pulse ratio. Okay, so it's very surprising to me how people are not panicking out of this, because you would initially think. So if you said to me, hey, okay, the launch is gone this way, okay, and I would have said it's a poopy. Okay, so I would guess, I'm telling you, just being honest, I would have thought PulseX pulse ratio would be down to like 0.20, 0.15. I thought we'd be getting absolutely bonked right now, but we're not. It's holding up. Very interesting, because you would think that the weakest of weak hands, they're all in PulseX. Now, we know a lot more people are in there, and there are a lot of weak hands there, but they're not puking out of the ratio. What are they doing? They are puking into US dollars. So now you know, okay, so now you know this risk off, right? So the PulseX pulse ratio should be a risk on risk off metric, and it's been holding off for the entire clogging of the bridge. Even though the prices drop, the ratio is intact. What does it mean for you? It means the prices are equally cheap. So if you had $1,000, where do you put it in? There's no difference between buying PulseX or Pulse. Nobody has paper-handed out of anything specifically more than the other. So I used this example before, and I can draw it for you again, okay? So you have, we'll draw it for you right here. So just remember, you're going to have, right here, we're going to have Hex, PulseX, Pulse. And there's all the ratios in between, okay? Like, you know, there's all these different ratios, okay? And you have incentive token, okay? They all connect each other. This is all the PulseChain ecosystem, okay? This is Pulse ecosystem. I'm just going to write PLS. This is all linked by the USD liquidity. I'm going to write USD, but really it's DAI, okay? Really it's DAI, and it might be something else, but I'll write USD here. So all of this is linked to that, and probably the biggest pair is going to be PLS. Okay, so what does this mean? What this means is, you know how you see... Right now, you see, I show you on the charts, everything is cheap, everything. So you can see that everything is cheap and everything is down. I'll just get it for you quickly now. Okay, you can see how, for example, PLS is below the sacrifice price. Okay, we have a lot of these things that are down. But most importantly, right, you can't get all of them cheap, one by one. What do I mean by that? Because the liquidity is linked, you can't get somebody who buys... let's do the cute arrow here. Where are you? There you go. You can't get somebody who buys $200,000 of Pulse, and then the PHEX and PulseX are still cheap. You can't get that, okay? You are going to find that they are all moving up together. That's what happens, because they're all linked. See this line here? They are all linked by this liquidity bonding and all these ratios, okay? So effectively, what I've done is I calculated, okay, the whole ecosystem is cheap only for the first $2 to $2.5 million coming in. So I've calculated here. So I can actually go show you how much of the bridge is coming in, right? You can go to PLSburn.com, PLSburn.com, and oh my God, the bridge is going up, baby dolls. But look at this, the claimed is going up too. So we're witnessing this live. This used to be 11%. Now claimed is 18%. You see this number's going up. The bridge is now 41.7 million. So you can calculate, it's about, right, 80%. So all you got to do is do like 80% times 42 million. Okay, there is $33 million coming in. And I've already just told you what I just told you right now. I said of the $33 million coming in, okay, we've calculated already, only $2 million gets to beat us. The first $2 million, if it's net buying and if there's no big selling into it. Okay, so yes, there's a bit of a, bit of an asterisk there. But you kind of expect with the Uniswap listing, that's 2.5x above. That centralized exchange is 2x above. Okay, so you kind of get an idea of what can happen here. So this is how these things actually move. Now, unfortunately, with this liquidity bonding, you get to see the pain on the way down. You see how all the bags go down together. But this is going to be very, very beneficial in the bull because you can rotate these around, like Hex moves to Pulse and Pulse moves to eHex and pHex, and all of these just move around. Doesn't really matter. They're all part of the same Pulse ecosystem. It all comes down to the speed. Okay, and all these US dollars coming in, there's going to be a limited number of coins all across. Okay, so just to remind you, right? So if you saw, let's say the first $500,000 goes into Pulse, you are not going to see pHex still that low. pHex is going to rise with it. So if Pulse goes up 50%, pHex is up 50%, or maybe even more. Maybe people even rush into that thinner liquidity. Okay, so you get to see, unfortunately, what happens when all the ratios are linked. It creates less opportunity for us to find depression prices, but on the upside, if you're buying and holding for 2.5 years, this is the secret sauce. You are a chocolate muffin and you're a baby doll baby cake. Like, subscribe, bell button, or tell mum and dad that you love them. And also, tell them that the bridge is starting to get unclogged.